आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव।
Azadi ka Safar with AIR News. Birth of a Nation. India's glorious freedom struggle is one of the greatest struggles the modern world has ever witnessed. AIR News brings you a glimpse of the struggle every day.
Bharat Matar puja bedi tole ফুটেছে যে সে শতদল নিবেদিতা নামে এ জগৎ জানে ভারত ভূতল হিমাচল।
28th October is the birth anniversary of the revolutionary and social activist Sister Nivedita. Born as Margaret Elizabeth Noble in Ireland on October 28, 1867, she belonged to a family of revolutionaries. Her grandfather, John Noble, father, Samuel Richmond, and her maternal grandfather, Hamilton, were in the forefront of the Irish freedom struggle.
After completing her college education, she took to teaching for 10 years from 1884 to 1894. Sister Nivedita met Swami Vivekananda in 1895 in London and travelled to Kolkata in 1898. She became Swami Vivekananda's disciple, who gave her the name Nivedita, meaning dedicated to God, when he initiated her into the vow of Brahmacharya on the 25th of March 1898.
During May to October 1898, Sister Nivedita went on a tour of Almora and Kashmir region, accompanying Swami Vivekananda. In Kashmir, she observed how the British government refused permission to the Maharaja to hand over a piece of land to her guru to set up a Mutt and Sanskrit College. She realized that the emancipation of India could be achieved only by putting an end to the British rule.
In March 1899, when plague raged in Kolkata, Sister Nivedita organized a group of young men and engaged herself in relief operations. She was seen in every slum in Baag Bazaar area with a broom in her hand, cleaning the streets. In the middle of June 1899, Nivedita left for England. Later, she went to America on a lecture tour with a view to raise funds for her school.
During her visit to Boston, she met Bipin Chandrapal. When Sister Nivedita returned to England, she had to face the vile propaganda of British Imperialists. But this only kindled the revolutionary spirit in her. In 1902, she came back to India. Upon her arrival in Chennai, she was accorded a grand reception during which she proclaimed, "The people of India are fully competent and no outsider has the right to advise or interfere in their affairs."
Her speech won her admiration but aroused the anger of the British, who blacklisted her. The Nivedita Girls School in Kolkata, run by her, was a brilliant example to nationalist institutions all over the country. Sister Nivedita refused to take government aid for the school. She introduced Bande Mataram in the daily newspapers of her school at a time when singing of the patriotic song in public was an offence. She also introduced Swadeshi and the spinning wheel in the school.
In 1902, when Viceroy Lord Curzon appointed the University Commission to strangulate the national education system, Sister Nivedita came to the forefront. In protest against the move from 1906 to 1907, she remained busy with her journalistic work.
Besides writing editorials for the publication Prabuddha Bharata, she was also contributing to journals like Sandhya, The Dawn, and New India. In 1907, she left for England to set a favourable atmosphere for the Indian independence through meetings and interviews with British parliamentarians and writings in English journals. Sister Nivedita organized the publication of revolutionary journals from outside India and arranged for their secret distribution in India. She also organized Indian revolutionaries scattered abroad.
When Sister Nivedita returned to India in 1909, most of her associates were in jails. She passed away on 13th October 1911 at the age of 43 in Darjeeling. Her memorial is located on the way to Victoria Falls of Darjeeling with these words inscribed in her epitaph. Here lies Sister Nivedita, who gave her all to India. That brings us to the end of this episode of Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. See you in the next episode tomorrow.